Welcome everybody. My name is Markus Vähälä from Kukunori, Finland. Kukunori is the umbrella organization of 43 Finnish non-governmental organizations working with culture, art, well-being, and we invite you to the No Labels, No Walls festival, part of the Kukunori Week, a celebration of 5 days of action in the city of Helsinki. During this Kukunori Week, we are celebrating the No Labels, No Walls festival together with all our friends all over the world. So please join in online everywhere for shared actions. One of the actions that we have on the festival is called Walking Football. Sports as a theme is a thing that unites us. Everywhere you go to the world, people are doing sports. So it's a very good venue and an audience to invite people together to have fun, exercise, and build communities. Together with me today is Aapo Kotkavuori, the project manager of Walking Football in Kukunori. Welcome, Aapo.
Thank you, Markus.
Walking football isn't new. It's not invented in Finland or in Kukunori. Can you tell a little bit about the background of walking football? What is walking football?
Yeah, walking football is a low threshold, low impact, and low injury risk team sport that is developed from football. And the walking football has been developed in Great Britain about 10 years ago. And as far as I know, there's hundreds, if not thousands of teams at the moment, and it's mostly senior sport. But I've found that earliest games of walking football have been played as early as in 1930s. I think it was like railway workers in Derby and somewhere else, and they used to play once a year against each other, walking football. But like then it was lost for quite a while, and 10 years ago it started again, and it's reached quite a lot of popularity. And after that, in Finland, we have been playing for like maybe 4 years now. We've had our own project.
How do you play walking football? The title says that you are walking while playing football. How does it differ from ordinary football?
Yeah, the most important difference is that you are not allowed to run. And the idea behind all these changes to football rules is to make football more approachable and more safe for different kinds of people. And the walking makes the game a bit different. I would like to think that it's a bit more tactical game, and your personal skills are not that important, or your physical abilities, because it's much more difficult to dominate the game all alone. You have to play with your teammates more, and there's also a couple of other changes and restrictions that differ from football. You are not allowed to kick the ball above the crossbar, and you're not allowed. Headers are not allowed, and this is to make the game more safe, to avoid situations where players and their heads might collide. And then there is also the goalkeeper's area is a bit different from football, because only the goalkeeper is allowed to play in the goalkeeper's area and in the penalty area, and goalkeepers are not allowed to come outside the area. And this is also to avoid the contacts, because the situations where you try to score a goal, they are always a bit more heated and intense. So if you play by walking, there's a bit higher risk in the goal scoring situations that something might happen and someone might hurt themselves. So these are the main changes to football, and the idea is to make it more safe and more approachable.
Well, I like the idea of safety because it's linked to well-being, I guess.
Yeah.
Kukunori is everything about well-being. So what are the well-being benefits of walking football?
Of course, the obvious benefits are the physical benefits that you get from walking. Like, it promotes so many different things, from brain health to heart health. It makes your circulation better, lung health, like almost all the benefits you get from exercising, you can get them from walking. But I would like to think that even though the physical health benefits are really important, there's mental health benefits which are at least as important as the physical health benefits, and it helps with depression and anxiety, and I think that when you get to be with people, you get to play with them, and one of the most important things is that the playing is fun. You get joy and from playing with other people, and I think that's the most important thing about walking football and the benefits of it, even though there's, as I said, quite a lot of them.
I have experienced walking football myself, as Kukunori is arranging yearly tournaments around walking football. And I believe that it's a sport, very inclusive sport, where everybody can participate, but it's instantly fun. It's so much fun to come together and with your friends, and quickly you create a team, and this kind of team mentality, people coming together and join forces in this very nice sport, walking football, is something that I really appreciate. And it sounds so easy. So what people need when to start walking football?
Well, I think the minimum is only ball. You need ball and other players, and then of course some place where you can play, but it doesn't have to be professional pitch or some artificial grass. It can be anywhere, in the parks, any place that doesn't cause any harm for the players is okay, I think. And if you're missing goals, if there's not goals on the place where you are playing, you can make the goals, like put your shoes or some other things to mark the goal posts and start to play. I'd like to think that this should be a bit of like old-fashioned game too, like people used to back in the days play in the parks without any special equipment, and also you don't have to have new shiny football shoes. Any shoes you have are okay for walking football, and that goes with everything, I think.
It sounds so incredible. I think everybody should try walking football. It's also a sport that creates community. So you have worked hard for years making this walking football scene happen here in Finland. Can you tell a little bit about the action around walking football that you have created?
Yeah. The main purpose of our project is to help Finnish NGOs, mainly social welfare and health organizations, to start their own walking football teams. And we educate them, we help them with anything that might come in mind if they don't have any experience in team sports or football. We help them to get going. And at the moment, there's maybe something between 30 to 40 teams around Finland, everywhere. And also the municipalities are together. Like they provide the playing pitch where you can play and train, and then the teams, the coaches come from the NGOs, and doing this kind of collaboration, we can make the ends meet. Like municipalities they might not have the resources for the coaching, and the NGOs might not have the resources to pay for their like these training pitches. So I think cooperation is the key to success in walking football.
It sounds wonderful. I think that collaboration is the key of the No Labels, No Walls Festival as well. So bringing different people, different communities together to create shared action. And I think walking football is a great sport in that sense. I know, Aapo, that you have also thought about the different impacts of walking football. Any ideas how can we build a better society through walking football?
Well, I think maybe you won't change the whole society through walking football, but I think we work towards social inclusion and more equal society. It is important to provide people opportunities to take part in different kinds of sports, for example, and become part of different communities. And I think teams are also communities. And we have quite a lot of different kinds of services for different kinds of exercises and sport, but they are missing some things. Like people we work with are mostly people with mental health issues and history of substance abuse, maybe still some substance abuse, people with disabilities. And these are people who are quite often left out, or their needs haven't been thought about when thinking about the services. So through walking football, I think we can promote even maybe at least a little bit the equality of society.
Thank you, Aapo. I think walking football could be also a method to bring families and communities together. And in Kukunori, together with Aapo, we have created an idea that I've been working with communities, with people with intellectual disabilities for over 20 years. And we have friends all over Europe. And perhaps we can combine walking football with people with intellectual disabilities and their families and the communities where they belong. Our idea is to create action where people with intellectual disabilities become active members in walking football. Walking football is also a culture. You can arrange events. You can teach other people how to play walking football. You can have a positive impact in your own community through walking football. And through walking football, you can also talk about various issues not related to sports. It allows you to bring people together, and you have an audience for other challenges that the society might have at the time. So my question to you, Aapo, is that what could we do as a shared action in the festival? Do you have any ideas?
Well, I think at least we could think about the possibilities together. How could we promote walking football and make it possible for example people with intellectual disabilities to take part, because that would be really great to like make it even more inclusive. And
it sounds that your family is coming to the picture, and that's the whole idea of walking football. Everybody can participate.
Yeah, they do, and then there's also this thunder going on. But I think walking football would suit quite well people with intellectual disability, thanks to the slower tempo of the game. It is much more easy to approach because things in the pitch happen much slower than, for example, in the regular football. And I would encourage me and you and people together with us to think about the ways we could promote this and get more people play walking football. For example, people with intellectual disabilities, which would be really great.
Thank you, Aapo. And this is an invitation to all of you to take part of the No Labels, No Walls Festival, Wednesday, 25th of August and 26th of August. We will have a lot of shared actions, and one of them is walking football. So sign in today and join the walking football action. And the question for you is how to make walking football happen in your local area. So welcome to the shared action around walking football. This is Markus Vähälä and Aapo Kotkavuori from Kukunori. See you later.
See you. Thanks.